And I'm a little bit excited. I'm going to read this book, Quit Your Job and Move to Key West, because, well, for several reasons. I've done it twice, both coming from Louisville. I quit my job there and I came here. The first time for 2 years and I went back. I opened up my own bar and blah, blah, blah. And then I quit my job and I came back here, and off and on been 25 years. But I think this is probably, in my opinion, the best Key West book. So it's also written by two of my friends, David Sloan and Chris Schultz. And I'm going to just pick it up and start scavenging through it like it's my very first time. But that's good advice. Quit your job and move to Key West. So I'm going to do it first. This is kind of like an intro. What's on the back cover? Tired of working? Sick of the rat race? Feel like leaving it all behind? You're one step closer just by picking up this book. Quit Your Job and Move to Key West is your complete guide on how to do it by people who have made it happen. From making the decision to leave town and telling your boss to shove it, to finding a place to live and blending in with local color, this guide has it all. Historical tidbits, Key West fun facts, island anecdotes, secrets only locals know, reasons to quit, and more. Nearly 3 million people visit Key West each year, but only 26,000 live here. Read this guide and you could be number 26,001. So go on, quit your job and move to Key West. Let me see if the year is in here when this came out. Not that it matters, but it'll help. Copyright 2003 to 2008. So only thing is in Key West, every single thing is dated, whether it was written yesterday or 100 years ago. A lot of it is exactly the same either way, and a lot of it is not. Let's just do a little bit of intro before I get to chapter 1. That's Harry S. Truman. If you've been through the 6th or 7th grade, you know that's one of our presidents. I've a notion to move the capital to Key West and just stay, quote unquote, President Harry S. Truman. He's coming off the U.S. Naval Air Station here in Key West, Florida. We've got lots of pictures of Harry S. Truman. He did have a little White House down here that he came to. Oh, look, see, I got an autograph. That's from Sloan. Quit Your Job and Move to Key West, a complete guide. All right, let's just go in a little bit further. This book is dedicated to all the quitters who have made Key West their home. We always quit and come here and do more, honestly. All right, there's an acknowledgments. I'm going to just pass that by. Here's all the contents. Paradise City. Oh, this is a good part. All right, I'll read a little bit and then stop. Key West, a place that immediately brings to mind images of beaches, drinking, rum runners, riders, and a lifestyle like no place else in the United States. It is an island of enchantment and mystery that attracts people from all over the world. If you have ever visited our island, you probably have a pretty good idea why Key West is so desirable. Sunshine all year long, great bars, funky shops, easy people, and a party happening somewhere 24 hours a day. Add to that the fact that we are surrounded by warm waters with a living coral reef, and your own hometown might not seem so exciting right now. A guy, we'll call him Jeffrey, died in a car accident with his friends and went to heaven. Upon arriving, he began to explore and found out it to be a pretty nice place. White, fluffy clouds all about, angels playing their harps, Jesus doing magic tricks, and Moses separating oceans. He ran into some distant relatives and family members, even his childhood dog. But after a while, Jeffrey began to grow bored and decided to have a word with God. Hey, God, Jeffrey began. It's really nice up here, and it's been great seeing some familiar faces, but I really miss the friends I died with. Can't seem to find them anywhere. God pulled out a large book, turned a few pages, and spoke. It seems all your friends are in hell. You're the only one who made it to heaven. Well, this did not make Jeffrey happy. He scratched his head, thought for a second, and after weighing his options, asked God if he could go to hell for a visit. Though it was a strange request, God issued him a weekend pass. Go on, son, have a good time. Jeffrey smiled as he packed his bags. Unsure what to expect in hell, Jeffrey was amazed at what he saw. Sandy beaches, free booze, loose women. His friends were so happy to see him, they dropped what they were doing and took him on a bender through hell, drinking, boating, gambling, and chasing the ladies. Jeffrey had the time of his life. Afterlife, that is. Arriving back in heaven bleary-eyed and worn out, Jeffrey walked along the fluffy clouds, watching the other heavenites go about their daily activities. How boring, he thought. They have so much more fun in hell. Again, he decided to talk to God. Hey, God? Jeffrey called. Yes? Oh, hello, Jeffrey. Did you have a good time in hell with your friends? Jeffrey nodded his head. It was amazing. I had so much fun. It was such a cool place. I think I want to move there. God assured him this could be arranged, but warned that once he had left heaven, he would be unable to return. Jeffrey thought for a moment and replied, No offense, but I don't really want to come back here. Everything here is boring. I want excitement. I want to be with my friends. God snapped his fingers, and with a poof, Jeffrey was gone. Ouch! He yelled. What's going on? He opened his eyes to see fire and brimstone. Satan stood above him, poking him with a pitchfork, and his friend stood chained beside him, carrying lumps of flaming hot coals. Jeffrey looked at the devil in desperation, asking, What happened? It was so much fun here when I came to visit. Satan looked at him and laughed. You were on vacation then, you silly mortal. Living here is a completely different story. Living in Key West is not hell by any means, but it is not a vacation either. Just like in your current home, there are bills to pay and jobs to be done. Many people who move here don't figure out our small town until it is too late. By using this guide, you'll get a much better idea of what life is like on our side of the fence. From politics and cost of living to local customs and history, we try to recover it all. After reading this guide, you may decide that island life is not your cup of tea. But then again, you may just decide to quit your job and move to Key West. All right, let me see. Are we heading into Chapter 1 yet? Because I don't want to read the whole book in one sitting. All right, I think that's Chapter 1. All right, we'll wait on that one. There's that, and that. So anyway, it's an absolute great book still, which if you check into this on It's Storytime with Uncle Bucky, you'll get it chapter by chapter. And as somebody, I've loved Key West. I've been here 25 years. I know the pros and cons, but the good reference right there is that all the people from up north who keep calling me, coming here on vacation, want me to go out with them and drink as though I'm on vacation too. I can't do it constantly. I have off and on for years and years of the past several decades, but no. You're on vacation, do it. I'll come out and say hi and come back home. I'll try to have a drink, maybe, but get it. All right, we'll start with Chapter 1 next.